Alright. Is this fucking working? Excellent connection. Awesome. Alright, so I am doing the hedge jam. Started yesterday. I got like 12 days. So it's like, I don't know, just a random jam. It's about fruit, apparently. So I'm going to make first person shooter. I made the readme. I decided it's going to be an FPS. So basically I'm thinking an FPS where you run around and you farm fruit trees or some shit. And you load the fruits into some kind of cannon, maybe a tank. And then you shoot them at pigs so that they blow up and they burst into money. And you grab the money and you win. But I want to incorporate like a resource management aspect such that if you blow up all your pigs, then the game is over because you need pigs in order to reproduce to make more pigs. But the more pigs you have, there's going to be something that you need for farming the fruit that the pigs will feed on, so that if you have too many pigs, then they're going to eat away your ability to farm. I guess it would be grass, and maybe you turn grass into fertilizer or something. And if they eat all the grass, then your game is halted and you lose. Well, you don't lose, it's just, it's over. And then you just try to balance having pigs versus being able to get as much money as you can out of them. I have no idea how I'm going to manage the balancing of that, but for right now, I am going to work on the first-person controller. So I wrote the README, I've got a Godot project, and I just added the nodes. I don't have a script yet. Error. What is YouTube bitching about? Keyframes are not, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm just using FFmpeg to stream, but it should be fine. Let me open Godot. Porksplosion. I actually did start writing the script for this thing, but I was like, oh, I should stream this. So I deleted it. Alright, so my controller, my first person control, I just got a world. Basic CSG box. Basic ass repeating texture. If you want to know how to make a repeating texture, I've got the texture here. I'm not, well, I mean, it's in the GitHub, so if you see it, it's public. There's the link. There's this little texture I made. It's just a grid. And then I made it repeat by going into the material properties. You click on world triplanar. And then in the UV, you also click triplanar. And that makes it repeat through space, so that you don't have to continue scaling. So if I were to change the bounds of this CSG mesh, you can see it's automatically repeating the texture. Alright. Oh, fuck. I want to select the FPS controller. And let me see what we got here. Oh, here's the scene. So I don't have a script yet. I just got the kinematic body. I've got the capsule collider that I don't think I want to have this be like, I guess you don't really need a hitbox. That's not this kind of game. So I just have a collider. It's a capsule, you know the deal. This is a position 3D node. It's the same as just an empty spatial, but you get this little, you can barely see it, this little star gizmo in the 3D view. And then that's the head, and then the child of that is the camera, and also this raycast that I'm going to use to intersect with interactable area nodes. So it's going to be my interactions. You know, you go up to something and you press the interact button to like grab a thing or whatever. So the first order of business is to get this thing just moving. Alright, so I did not set up my input map. Fuck. I deleted that. So let me collapse all this bullshit. Get that. God. There's no easy garbage button for all of these fucking things, is there? No, I can't right click the action and say delete action. Of course not. So I need actions for moving, WASD. I want to also support controllers, and then I need actions for the right stick, I guess. So let me do just the movement. Forward, back, left, right. Get rid of the dead zone. Ah, fuck off. Why do you make it hard? They did it on purpose. They're evil. Forward. Key W. Fuck! There we go. Plus, it's tedious. Left stick up. Back. Key S. Left stick. Down. Left. A. Left stick left. Right. D. Maybe I should make these physical buttons. Because on a different keyboard layout, it's going to look for the actual letter with regular button. So left stick right. Left stick right. Yeah, I should change it to physical button. Garbage. Add. Physical key forward W. Physical. There we go. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Physical key. S. Left physical key A. And right physical key D. And that's like if you have like the fucking French keyboard with the AZERTY instead of QWERTY. The letters, when they're physical, it's going to look for the actual like button location, so it doesn't matter what letter is actually there. But a non-physical key, like on a French keyboard, if you want to press left, it's going to look for the letter A, which is where the QWERTY letter Q is, so it's going to be all fucked up. Which is why I made it physical. Script. Okay, so now I have my shit set up. Let me good go 3.x porksplosion. All right. My eyeball. Hold on. I got it itchy my eyeball. All right. Get status diff. All right, so that's all my keybinds. Let me just actually, I'm gonna do lazy get. There we go. Cool. Add that. Add movement key. Movement actions. Add input map. Movement actions. Push. Now you all know how long my password is. Fuck! Anyway, script. C# today, boys. Alright. So what do I want? I want a velocity vector and I want speed. So export. You son of a bitch. Export X. Fuck. Port. Private float. Speed equals, no, there's no colon. Equals, what should I make the speed? 10? Export private float. No, I need velocity. Vector 3. I don't need to export that. And I don't need it. There we go. Don't need to export it. What am I getting an error for? What's the error? Target typed object creation is not available in C# 7.3. Please use a language version 9 or greater. No problem, buddy. Let me go into the C# project, and in the property group, I'm going to do lang version. You son of a bitch. You're not giving me auto completion for tag. Anyway, 10. There. Now I can use C# 10.net build. Bam. Oops. Yeah. There we go. Go back to this guy. LSP restart. Omni sharp. Waiting. Boy, you better fire up the fucking... There we go. Alright. LSP activate. What do you want? Can be removed. It's not... It's now. It's not being read. Oh, no. I'll get rid of all this garbage. I'm going to do public override void. Physics process. You... What? What do you mean starting... Oh, okay, whatever. Ta-da! What do I want to do? I want to get the input. Input equals input.get vector. Left. Right. Forward. Do I want forward? Oh yeah, because that's going to be Z. So I want the negative axis to be forward. Back. There we go. What are you bitching about? Oh. What did you do? Oh, you messed up. My autocompletion messed up. Alright. I don't know why autocomplete messed up. Maybe I need to update something. Let me try. It's not Mason. What is it? Packer sync. Let's see what needs to update. Hello, Packer. There we go. Did anything update with my completion engine? What the fuck is all of this shit? Oh, tree sitter. I don't care about tree sitter. Fuck tree sitter. Let me see if there's anything on CMP. Yep, there it is. What is this? Improved all option setting. Do not whatever that means. Okay, so nothing I care about. Whatever. OmniSharp allowed it. Oh, I don't care about OmniSharp mono. I'm just using regular OmniSharp. Let me show you Mason. This is partially unrelated. This is related to my NeoVim config, which I also have on my GitHub. Let me see. NeoVim config. So this is what I'm using. Ooh. So nothing needs to update here. On OmniSharp anyway. Let's see. I'm just using a regular OmniSharp listed in Mason. It's OmniSharp Roslyn. Which I'm fucking mad about that Microsoft makes it impossible to include Razor. But I'll figure it out. I'll get it someday. Alright, so I'm making input. What are you doing? Give me indentation, you piece of shit. Tree sitter. Uh-oh. TS. Uh-oh. Do I not have my fucking tree sitter? I have to restart. Hold on. Boom. Open on setup behavior has been deprecated. What do you want, inventory? Oh my god, you're gonna make me look at my goddamn config, you piece of garbage. Alright. What do you want? Envim tree sitter or something. Envim tree. Where is it? What did you say? Open on whatever has been deprecated. Fuck, what did it say? Messages. Messages. Open on setup behavior has been deprecated. Open startup. Okay. So I'm using an option somewhere here. Open on setup. And I have to see wiki, open it, startup, whatever. I'm not going to do that. That's work. I'll figure it out later. Go back to my script for the 4th time. Alright, I have my input vector. And this automagically uses, no man, oh, hurry up, OmniSharp. This automagically uses a dead zone. You can see over here. If it's -1, by default the dead zone is automatically calculated by the average of the action dead zones, which are all 0. So I am a genius. I'll just include dead zone there of 0.02. I don't know why I gave it the argument name. I just felt fancy. Anyway, I have my input, and then I want to move based on that input. So that's velocity. Oh, I want to use gravity. So let me do private vector3 gravity. Generate constructor. I don't want it in the arguments though. So let me get a constructor. And then I want to do gravity equals project settings dot get setting. I want to grab the project settings, general physics, 3D, gravity default vector. Let me copy the property path, go to my code, paste. And what are you bitching about? Cannot implicitly convert object to vector 3. So let me go vector 3, cast that. And I want to multiply this by default gravity scalar value. Look. Project settings dot get setting. Paste. There. So that gets the gravity vector and multiplies it by the gravity amount. Basically, this is going to equal vector 3, 0 minus 9.3, 9.8, whatever it is, 9.8, 0. So that's what that's going to be. I don't need a comment there because I know things. Every frame I want to add, actually velocity equals velocity, velocity with, I'm using the fancy ass with constructor, x equals input.x, z equals input.z, y equals velocity, wait, y plus equals? Can I do plus equals? Velocity is a vec3. Okay, cool. Oh. There. Plus equals. Oh, no. Hold on. Velocity equals. Oh, I can't do that. I can, maybe? I don't think I'm trying to be fancy and I'm not planning this out at all. What do you mean? Oh, Z. Y. There we go. What? There. Indentation is fucking up for some reason. Let me do format. Fine. You want that on a new line? Fine. I'm gonna sharp, you piece of shit. So that just updates, this will preserve my Y component in my velocity because I'm only updating X and Z to give it the values from my input vector, because this is a vector 2, and I'm obviously working in 3D, so I need to give the X, and the Y to my velocity's Z component. And, actually, I want to make this relative to my local coordinates. I can just transform it by my by my basis. So then I want to do velocity plus equals gravity times delta. There. So this will increase gravity, and then this will set the horizontal coordinates to be my input. And then I guess I will do equals velocity. Wait, equals global transform dot. Wait, global rotation? Does it have? Oh, it is. No, it's a vector. I don't want a vector. You're a piece of shit. Global. So I got translate. Global translate. What the hell? I don't want a vector. I don't want. Oh, I need properties. Rotation. This is vector 3 though. I don't want a vector 3. I would like to get an access to my global transform basis, but I guess I have to do it the old-fashioned way because global rotation decided to be a vector 3 instead, which is ass. Global transform dot basis dot x form. What? Lowercase? You kidding? There. So this just twists my vector, my velocity vector, so that it points in the same way that my face is pointing. So when I turn this is not going to be in global X, it's going to be in local X. And this is going to be in local Z. I'm sure that makes plenty of sense to myself and nobody else. But whatever. And then I'm going to do velocity. Move and slide with snap. What do I need? I need my linear velocity, my snap. So I'm going to do velocity. Snap. I'm going to name these just to make it clearer to myself what's going on. Snap. Vector 3. Vector 3 dot down. What else do I need? Up direction. Up direction. Vector 3 dot up. Stop on slope. I actually want that to be true. And then the last thing I want to skip max slides and floor angle, and I want to set infinite inertia. Infinite inertia false. There. Alright, so this should work magically. Let me build. Alt B, building project. Let me see my errors. Show me the errors of my way. Nope, nothing. Alright, that should work. Run the scene. Let's see if I can move. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving. Alright, so it does work. Speed, I want to make 20. Oh, I didn't multiply by speed anywhere. Okay. Speed. There we go. And then I can reset this. Alright, so now my speed is 10 and it's actually being used. Alright, I cannot move around or look around at all. Let me hold on. Let me turn on my controller, make sure the stick is working. Stick work. Alright, so now I need looking. Ugh. Fucking looking. Actually, this is messy. I don't want all this shit in the fucking process. What should I make this? Well, this is probably fine right here. And then velocity, I'm gonna do. I need this together with that. You know what? Fuck it. No code actions. Okay. Let me do private void. Compute velocity. Paste. Do I need delta? I don't need delta for anything, do I? Oh, I do. Right here. Okay, cool. That goes on the outside. There we go. Alright, so now get my velocity. That should still work. I'm sliding. Oh, I got stick drift. That's just because my controller's a piece of shit. It's like 10 billion years old. I should just increase the dead zone. Let me export that. Export. Private float. Stick dead zone. And then stick dead zone. There we go. So now it's 0.05 instead of 0.02. Still drifting. Maybe I should print out the length. Print input length. Why do I keep going to that one? Anyway, this will show me the length. 0. Okay. Let me move a little bit. Yep. What? 0.02? Oh, you son of a bitch. That's less than the 0.05 that I currently have. You piece of garbage. So what's going on? Specifying 4 actions and positive and negatives. This method useful when getting a vector input. By default, dead zone is automatically calculated. However, you can override the dead zone to be whatever you want. You are fucking lying to me. Because it is 0.05 and you're lying. I am going to make it 0.1. Let me get some drift. Alright, there we go. That works a lot better. Maybe it was... Nah. I was thinking maybe it's just a dead zone per direction, but I'm pretty sure. Because I read a big argument in the GitHub commit messages about this feature, this get vector. This uses a circular dead zone. And there was a bunch of arguments saying this is not the most intuitive dead zone. We should actually use like a cross dead zone or something. Which I understand the arguments for. So imagine like you're playing a third-person game and you're in a platformer and there's this narrow little bridge you got to go across. You don't really want the stick to respect horizontal movement as much as vertical movement when you're just pressing forward, because you can't, especially if you have stick drift, you can't press forward exactly correctly, and you don't want that to make your character run off the edge and make it seem unwieldy and hard to do. So with a cross dead zone, it would actually correct some slightly off angle inputs, and it would make your input basically be straightforward if you were trying to go forward. So it's a little more intuitive. I've been thinking about ways to implement it myself, but it's a little tricky, so I'll figure it out later. But right now, circle dead zone is fine. I don't care about drift for this purpose, because if I can just make a dead zone big enough to where you can either walk or not walk, then that's good enough for me. What is OmniSharp bitching about? It's actually Roslyn Formatter. Yeah, these are all IDE. What is this? Fine. IDE. Fixed formatting. I don't want to use explicit type. Fuck you. I don't need that. I don't want that. Well, maybe. Let's see what happens. Because it's being set through the constructor, isn't it? Okay, that's weird. I guess that works fine. Format. What? That's what you wanted? You wanted to take away my space? I like my space. I guess I can set that up as a rule. No, I'm not doing that. That's ugly. Because we know it's a vector 2. Fuck you. Actually, according to style guidelines, I think unless you're using a constructor, you should use the type name, so that you know exactly what that is by looking at it. Anyway, I can now move. I need to look. So I actually need to get a reference to my head, and I'm going to use a package for that. I'm going to use Godot on ready. It's basically it's a C# source generator to give you basically the same thing as a GDScript on ready attribute. So I'm going to do .NET add package Godot on ready. .NET what is it? Refresh? No. Restore. .NET build. And then I want to LSP restart OmniSharp. There we go. I needed a reference to the head, right? Already get head. Private. Position 3D head. The type or namespace cannot be found. Code actions using. Bam. Code actions. No, I don't want to generate all over it. Alright, code actions. What do you want? What's the fucking problem? Partial modifier. You can't. I could type it, but I want to see a code action. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Fine. There. I did it myself. I did it my fucking self. Are you happy? I can't believe that my code isn't being written for me. This is insane. You're making me type. You fucking piece of garbage. Anyway, I got the head. I can't believe it's not complaining that I'm not using it. Why aren't you complaining? You should be throwing a fit. I don't use it. Anyway, okay. I could do stick first. Stick is easier to deal with. So let me do I'm gonna do that before computing velocity. Orientate. What do I want to do? I'm going to get the input equals input get. Oops. We're in C# here. So what is it? Oh, fuck. I didn't set up the... You know what? Hold on. I should erase this shit. Erase this. I'm moving. There. So now I have this source file and I changed the scene. I added the script. And I changed the language and I added the package. Which I don't need yet. So let me do this on a unselect these lines. And then the rest of these lines I want to go ahead and commit. Commit that change. Did I use a... I did. I used a version 10. Yeah, I used the new keyword. Over here. I use this new. That's a version 9. That's a C# version 9 feature. So I do need to go into the project file and add that. Why are you showing me all this shit is unstaged? You piece of garbage. So I need to unstage this using statement and this. Okay. And the rest of this is fine. Alright. So I got that, and I got that, and I got that. Let me go in here and add the new line. There. So now I can commit, add movement script. There. Push. I probably shouldn't push. I'm also pushing directly to master like a retard, so maybe I shouldn't do that. And then, oops, I'm going to add the orientate. Orientate. All right, so vector 2 input. Oh, that's right. I was just thinking. Did I get the project settings to have the keybinds? I did. That was a commit, right? Yeah, movement actions. All right. Oh, I need to set more. Input map. All right, get rid of these guys. No, don't get rid of them. Just collapse. Collapse. Get out of my face. I want yaw left, yaw right, pitch up, pitch down. 0, 0, 0. Fuck off. physical key. I don't need a physical key. I should. This is just going to be for the stick. I'm just going to use, for the mouse, I'm obviously just going to use a mouse move. So joy axis, yaw left, right stick left. Yaw right, right stick right. Pitch up. Right stick up. Pitch down, right stick down. Input equals input, I get vector. Yaw left. Yaw right. Pitch. What's gonna be negative? Let me think about this. I don't have a... Penta's not fucking working for me, so I uninstalled it. So I can't draw or doodle anything real fast. I could open GIMP like a loser. Let me open GIMP and show you what I'm thinking. So, let's say here's my capsule and I'm facing forward. And then so my Y basis is going to be pointing up. And my X is going to be pointing straight this way. So rotation is going to take, and this is Z. Why am I in this horrid color? Anyway, so you can see here's my capsule. My little pickle capsule. And let me just do this from an orthogonal view. So here's I'm facing, here's my Y basis. I want a rotation to where positive goes this way. Maybe? Is that what I want? So in order to get that, I would need, because rotations go, let's say, this is actually backwards. So this is not helping at all. New. I'm just going to do a 3D. So we see this little spatial. So rotations will increase. Hold on, let me focus. Rotations will increase. Oh, it doesn't get any bigger. From, let's say I'm pitching up. That means I need to bring my Y vector towards my Z vector. Like this. And that looks up. Because I'm looking negative Z. I could have easily done this on the camera. Well, that's, hold on. Get out of here. Camera. Or using head. That makes it easy. You can see that pitches up. So in order to get up, so that is positive rotation because it goes from Y to Z, and then positive rotation around Y-axis, it brings the Z towards the X, and then positive rotation around the X. That's what I want. Positive rotation around Z brings X towards Y, so that's banking left. That's positive. You can see actually in the transform, as I bring my, if I look up, if I pitch up, the rotation degrees, the X-axis rotation is going up. Okay. So that's positive. So negative comes first. Negative Y. So I want pitch down to be negative. All that to figure out which one was up and down. Pitch up is positive. Oh, and then stick, dead zone. Alright, so I figured out my input vector. Now I just need... do I really want that to be a vector, though? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. It just gets everything in... It's not very semantic, though, so let me actually change that. I want to do float, yaw. equals input get axis. Let's see, z towards x. Z towards x is leftward, so leftward is actually positive. So y'all right is negative, y'all left is positive. I cannot set a dead zone. So let me, I'm going to have to do that manually. Fuck. And then float pitch equals input get axis. Oops, it's not GD script get axis. Not joy axis, get axis. And we figured out up is positive, so pitch down, pitch up. Up. Yeah. And then if either of these are less than the dead zone, then I need to zero those out. There. What are you complaining about? Why would that be unnecessary? It's not unnecessary. You're unnecessary, you piece of shit. Oh, it's because I'm not using them. Now that I have my yaw and pitch. And that is actually on a scale of dead zone to 1. Or -1 to... Wait a minute. Oh, so I need math. What? Math? Math. System math. Math F. Godot math. Okay. Math F. Abs. Y'all. And of course, this returns a double, not a float. Oh, it does return a float. Okay, cool. There. So if the absolute value is lower than the dead zone, I'm going to zero it out because it can be positive or negative. This is supremely annoying. See, I should have stuck with get vector. So vector 2 input equals input dot get vector. All right, left is positive, so I need yaw right, yaw left. Pitch down is negative. Pitch up. Stick dead zone. That will just take care of it for me, so I don't have to worry about it. I wish that get axis could take a dead zone. Get axis. Yeah, there's no override to take a dead zone. That's annoying. Now that I have that, what do I want to do with it? I want to yaw and I want to pitch. So. Oh, I guess I need a turn speed. Read only float turn speed equals how many radians per second do we want? Let's say pi radians. Pi. There. Is that a float? Okay, cool. Anyway, pi radians per second. So now I have my turn speed. That's going to take a whole second to turn around. That's stupid. There. A whole second to do a 360. With the stick. Let me just think about how that feels. That might be too slow. Let me do 3. 3. All right, so that's a turn and a half. That's 540 in a second. Anyway, now that I have a turning speed, I can do head dot rotate x input dot y times turn speed times delta. rotate y input dot x times turn speed times delta. And of course I need delta. All right, let's see if that works. Build. All of that for like 3 lines of fucking code. Turn my controller back on. My controller fell asleep. That's how boring I am. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Whee! I am doing something. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. So, it's not... Oh, I'm stupid. So my Y rotation, I want that to be my actual whole body. And the head is the only thing that does the X-axis rotation. All right, got it. Build. I'm not going to try to illustrate. All right. There we go, that works. So I think that'll be all for right now. All right. So let me push this. Yeah, I just added turning. What? Oh shit, I need to take care of that. I made something invisible. I don't want it to be. There. That just adds my turning orientating code. That adds my binds. Actually, let me commit that. Add input map pitch and yaw actions. That adds Godot on ready. What? Okay, yeah, I do need that. And then add pitching and yawing. Push. That's not what I want. Back. Go back. Go to the... All right, so now this is on GitHub. Add pitching and yawing. All right, so you can actually see there is the source file, and it's got orientate. So everything I did so far is there. Is the okay? CS project is here. All right, cool. So there it is. I'm gonna work on that a little bit later.